Good, beautiful morning, everybody. Silas back today. We're off on another adventure. I've got something pretty cool planned for later in this video. But first, before we can do that, I've got a few other things I need to get done. As you can see back here behind me, I finally got the loader up into this area. I've got this car here and one more car over here beside the bus to get out. And then that is all of the scrap cars that are that direction. I still have a few more in here. There's a couple old Jeeps. I've got a few left over here from it was one of those demolition derby type events, but it was from over a year ago. They're still here. And then on the other side of this tree, you guys, if you watch my videos all the time, you've already seen all these, but for those that are just now tuning in for the first time, or maybe you haven't kept up with the series, we'll get a quick refresher and then we'll get busy working. But I've got all of these cars right through here to crush out. Now some of them I'm not going to crush. I'm probably not going to crush this truck yet. I'll hang on to it for now since prices have dropped. And there's a few old cars mixed in here somewhere. I think they're mainly on the other side. So a few of these are going to get kept, if I can talk, but most of these through here are going to get crushed. And then that's it. After those are done, I am done out here. The crusher will leave. I'll be taking this loader back to the other yard and start crushing over there again. So with that being said, let's get busy working. Check this guy out. He is madder than a hornet. It's a big old snake. He came out of the engine of this thing. The other day somebody was asking if there's any snakes out here. And yeah, there's snakes out here. Don't want to hurt that guy. He's kind of creepy, but he can't hurt us, but he can sure hurt those rats. He needs to hurt a few more of them. Kind of a shame on that one there. Only thing wrong with this truck here is when you're going down the highway, when it was hot, some of the highway speed gears in the transmission would slip. It's junk now. I got this XR7 here. I grabbed it. I was going to rip the hood open and get it ready to crush, but then I got to looking at it and I thought, you know what, this is kind of a neat nose. I don't know. I keep going back and forth on whether or not I want to save these newer noses. And in fact, there's a couple Jeeps out back in the trees still. I thought maybe I'll save those for the noses too. So I don't know, they're getting old enough now to where they're not super common. I'll think about it overnight. It's not like I have to crush it. I'm not shipping anything right now anyway, so I might go ahead and stick it back in the trees. I did have to move it from where it was at, but we'll go back here real quick. We'll take a look at all the area we cleared out today, because we're just about done. I've got those few over there we got to pull the aluminum wheels off of still. I've got one more truck over here I got to finish processing, and then after that, we're done. Got this area all cleaned out. So this is the truck I got to grab out of here, is this blue Ford. The red Ford dually, I have the rear end sold out of it and the front wheels, so I got to get it out, get that cut out of it. That's one there that won't fit in the crusher, so I'll just smash the roof in it and stack it in the pile. We got everything out of here now that's junk, out of this area. I got this big pile of breakage over here. I think I'm going to get a hold of them tomorrow, see if they can bring me a dumpster maybe on Monday, and then I can back the dumpster in here and go ahead and ship another load of breakage, because I have all that. I have all the motors I pulled out with the excavator, and I have to pull some of those converters off of those still, but that won't take too long. And then I've got a whole bunch of signs over here. I've got 2 signs right there, and then I've got a couple small signs over there, so I want to go ahead and ship those out for aluminum breakage. I went ahead and saved the old Dodge just because it's a short bed. If it would have been a long bed, I would have went ahead and crushed it, but being a short bed, I hung on to it. I figured somebody might need that frame. It's got a real clean frame in it. It still has paint on the frame even. It's that rust free, so I figured I'll save it. Like I say, I'm going to save that truck. The Prius is junk, but it's clear full of copper and brass that I stacked in it. Rather than sort all that stuff right now, we're just going to leave it in the car, worry about it another day. But this is what we got cleaned out in here. These are the 2 Jeeps I was talking about. I think I'm going to save the noses on. But other than that, it's all cleaned out. Now I know there's going to be people saying, oh, we don't care about what areas you've cleaned out. That doesn't matter to us. We came here to watch what's in the thumbnail, and that's all we care about. So don't worry. As soon as I get back in the morning, that's going to be the first thing that I do. Good morning, and now the moment you've all been waiting for. We're going to take a car, we're going to put it in the crusher, up on its end, and smash it. Here's our victim right here. I don't know what year it is, but it's a VW Beetle. I needed something that was fairly short, that way it'll fit up on its end, because most cars won't fit up on their end. I'm going to fire the crusher up and get this bundle of cars out of here. A couple quick facts about this machine is that it puts out around 2,400 PSI. That's 2,400 pounds per square inch. And one thing about this crusher that's different than most is that it opens up 2 feet taller than most crushers. However, because it opens up 2 feet taller, it also stops 2 feet higher. So that means it will not crush the cars quite as flat if you're only crushing one car. As you can see on the cylinder right here, there's only about 8 inches more that it could go down on this bundle here. So that means the crusher actually stops somewhere right about up in here. So it's not going to crush the car completely flat, but it's going to crush it a long ways. What I'm going to have to do to be able to get the car in there and hold it in place so I can film at the same time is I'm going to put it in the crusher, and I'm probably going to flip it up on its end against the edge. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do, but we'll just kind of see how it goes. I'm going to put a camera in the crusher, and then I'm also going to be standing out here filming as well. Well, we've got a slight issue. It won't fit up on its end. I thought it would fit, just barely. I thought I could make it fit, but it's not going to fit. So what I'm going to do is take it back out and do a little bit of cosmetic surgery on it, and then it'll fit. That was way more work than I thought it was going to be. I spent probably about 10 minutes just trying to make it fit in there, and I had to squeeze it a couple times. Well, you guys saw what I did, but it did not want to fit in there like that. It's almost like they didn't make crushers to do this or something. I don't know. But for real, guys, if you're watching this and you're enjoying this video, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm putting a ton of work into this for you guys. I could have got so much done in the amount of time I'm putting into this, but I did this just for you guys. So please subscribe, please give this video a thumbs up. But I think we're finally ready to hit the button and see what happens. There we go. Here is the final product. Like I say, this crusher doesn't go as flat as the other crusher I normally use. The other crusher would have made it go down another 2 foot, or almost 2 foot, like 1 foot 10 inches, something like that. But you understand what I'm saying. However, I would have never gotten this cart up on its end in that crusher. There's just no way possible. Now, I got this idea from Cowboy Car Crushing. I was talking to him the other day, and he suggested to do it with a smart car. However, I never get smart cars, unfortunately. That's just not something that exists in this area. So I thought, you know what, the VW is the next best thing. Now, what I'll do with this car, I'm not going to bother putting it in a bundle. It's just too awkward. It'll make the bundle awkward. I'll save this and I'll set it at the back of one of the trailers whenever we're shipping cars again. I've always got about 10 foot left over at the back of the trailer, so I'll just throw that in there, call it good. So that's one off the list. I've had a lot of people ask me to crush cars on their side. I've done that before. I've had people ask me to crush cars on their end, so now I've done that. I've had people ask me to crush a car while it's still running, and I have not been able to do that yet. I haven't figured out exactly how to do it, because obviously it's going to have fuel in it. Now, I could drain it most of the way and have just enough fuel in it for it to stay running, but I still have to hook the electrical system up. And I've seen a crusher on fire before, and it was the crusher that I was using. A car exploded while it was in the crusher. Someone hit a battery inside the car, and it ignited and caught the interior on fire, and it was just a really bad deal. And so I'm really paranoid about sticking a working electrical system in the crusher. However, I have something else up my sleeve. It's probably not going to happen for a while, but if I can get all my things in order, get the balls lined up, I think we can finally find a way to crush a car while it's still running. Also coming up, I don't know when it'll be. It might be my next video. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I have an armored van that I'm going to crush, and I think that's going to be a ton of fun. So exciting stuff coming up. Stay tuned. Who knows what's going to happen next. What I'm going to do for the rest of today is I've got all the cars out here processed, ready to go. I've got some stacked there. I've got a bunch of them stacked back there. I'm going to go through, get all those crushed, and then I think we'll be just about done. I'll come out here on Monday or Tuesday and kind of finish things up, and probably middle of the next week, this crusher will be leaving, and I'll be going on to bigger and better things. So with that, I will let you all go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day, and remember to get out there and find your own adventure. We'll see you on the next one.